بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين نبينا وحبيبنا محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم أما بعد. My dear brothers and sisters, if you remember in the previous session we talked about Ismail with Jibril alayhi salam. Jibril told her after she informed him that Ibrahim left her under the custody of Rabbul Alameen. He said, don't worry, you will never be neglected. And in fact, you are not alone. You're under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he gave her good news. He says, actually, إِنَّ هَاهُنَا بَيْتًا لِلَّهِ يَبْنِي هَذَا الْغُلَامُ وَأَبُوهُ. He said, in this place, there is a house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that will be built by this boy and his father. And then he showed her the Tal, the place where the Kabah is located right now. There was nothing in that place. Because the first person who built the Kabah, according to the best opinion of the scholars, was Ibrahim alayhi salam. It wasn't Adam. Some of them said Adam. Some of them said angel, some of them said Adam was the first, some of them said Sheikh ibn Adam, some of them said Amalika, some of them said this, some of them said that. But the first person who built the Kaaba was Ibrahim alayhi salam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked by Abu Dhar, or Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told Abu Dhar, do you know what is the first masjid that was established on earth? Abu Dhar said, Allahu wa Rasuluhu a'lam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Al-Masjid al-Haram. Masjid al-Haram. And then he says, do you know what is the distance between the Masjid, Thumma al-Masjid al-Aqsa, and then the Masjid al-Aqsa. So Masjid al-Haram first, and then Masjid al-Aqsa. He said, do you know what is the distance, what is the gap in terms of years between the two? He said, no. He said 40 years. So if you look at this, 40 years between Masjid al-Aqsa and Masjid al-Haram, then you will understand that yes, Ibrahim was the first person to build the Kaaba. Because between Ibrahim and Yaqub is the one who built the Masjid al-Aqsa, was not it's Suleiman. Many people think that Suleiman was the one who built. Suleiman renovated the Masjid al-Aqsa. You get it? Because if you say Suleiman was the Bani of the Masjid al-Aqsa, then there is a mismatch between the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ and this information. Because between Suleiman and Ibrahim alayhi salam is about 900 to 1,000 years. You get it? Between Ibrahim and Suleiman is about 900 to 1,000 years. You get it? So if you do this, then it is not 40 years between the Masjid al-Haram and Masjid al-Aqsa. That's why they said the one who built the Masjid al-Aqsa was Yaqub alayhi salam. Because Yaqub is the grandson of Ibrahim. So between them is very simple to find. 40 years between Yaqub and Ibrahim alayhi salam. So Kaaba was the first place, masjid to be built on earth, and Ibrahim was the first one to build the Kaaba. It was renovated several times, but Ibrahim was the first one to do the building. And the second one was Masjid al-Aqsa, built by Yaqub alayhi salam, renovated by his son Sulaiman alayhi salam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala free this masjid from the disease and the najis of those criminals who are located in our territory, doing nothing except that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hates, killing our brothers and sisters there and causing corruption on the earth. May Allah guide them and deal with them in that which they deserve. So Jibreel told Hajar that there is a house in this place and this boy is going to build it, he and his father. And then he left. He used one part of his wing and he digged the ground, the earth, Zamzam came. So subhanAllah, she was so happy she saw the Zamzam. She kept on trying, the water kept on pouring from the earth, coming out of the earth. So she kept on trying to stop it from going around, telling it Zamzam, Zamzam in their language, meaning stop, stop, stop. She doesn't want the water to go everywhere. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Rahimallahu Ismail. Allah show mercy upon Ismail. Had she let it go, it would be like a river, like a lake now. But when she stopped it, that's why it remains as a well in that place, which is endless water. They have a description why this water doesn't end. Subhanallah, the research they did and what they found, subhanallah, is really amazing. I'm not here to talk about this, but this is the strongest and the most blessed water that ever exists on earth. We don't have something similar to it. And this is the only water that you can live with, without getting food, and you can survive. The normal water, you cannot survive with it. You need to drink water after every 3 days, maximum. But Zamzam, you can live with Zamzam and survive with Zamzam. And we're going to talk about this inshallah in the next session. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.